so we have another car here, obviously. This one is a 2012 Volkswagen Jetta Sportwagen TDI, and it's a manual, which is important because that means I'm not going to be driving it since I can't be driving manual because I suck at it. But there's a couple interesting things to this car, obviously, and we're going to start right here up with a pretty weird one, which is that there's a vent behind the Volkswagen symbol. I can't tell if it's functional or not, but you know, it's there, it exists, so that's good. And you know, while we're up at the front, another Volkswagen symbol would be inside of the light here, which is also pretty interesting. No purpose there, just to flex the Volkswagen brand off a little bit. And yeah, so I mean, that's pretty much the front. You got tow port here if you need to tow your car for any reason, you know, stuff like that. Next thing we got here is down here actually at this like Line-X protection, something it protects from rock chips and stuff like that. So, you know, rocks can't chip this, you just rub it off and it's all good. So I mean, that's pretty interesting, and for a front wheel drive car, it really makes sense and stuff like that. And another thing you'll notice is the door handles here, and how on the front ones you have the lock here, and on the back ones you don't, obviously. But you can still see that even though there is no lock here, there's still a good place for your thumb to rest when you're opening your door and stuff, which is a pretty nice feature. So I mean, yeah. So next we're gonna move on to the back wheels here, which if you notice here have Allen key covers, which is really weird for a lot of cars, and very unconventional because, you know, most people just have like screwdrivers and wrenches and zip ties and stuff. So yeah, you know, that's that. All right, so now in the back we have this little eye right here. It's very nice. It's blue, which means economy. Usually in most cars this means hybrid, but this isn't a hybrid. It's just a turbo diesel 4-cylinder because, you know, it's a diesel, which is nice because you get good MPG and good noises and stuff like that. So, you know. And one thing this has that my car doesn't that it should have is a back wiper, which is very nice. It's very adjustable and stuff if you need a extra downforce on the drag strip. And yeah, it's very useful. So, I mean, yeah, that's that. It's not too loud, no. Alright, so now we're on the inside of the car, where first thing you'll notice by stepping in is that it is a manual. Very manually things can be done with it, like shifting gears. And then you'll notice this little infotainment screen here, which has more options than mine, almost, which you can go through all kinds of menus and stuff and have like a lot of stuff. I did not mean to change that. Hopefully the volume doesn't turn up. You got a ton of stuff here. Oh, yeah, you got a lot of stuff there. And then, yeah, those are your menus there, obviously. Down here, you got traction control off, and you got a NOS button. Not hooked up right now, of course, to preserve fuel. Then you got this screen, which, you know, it's got your basic functions. One thing interesting that you will note, though, is that the heated seat controls are actually on the inside of the climate control vents. So, like, you know, and they work with 3 steps, like any other good ones do. And yeah, you'll notice down here that there's an aux port, even though this car is Bluetooth, and you're gonna be like, I don't know, it's not cool to use an aux in port anymore. So yeah, and then you'll notice this here, but that's not standard. That's for all the interior neon that's around here, which just looks like that, except it's literally everywhere. It's in the back seats too. And yeah, you have a normal key, like a normal person, and again, very manually. Alright, now for the driving experience. And alright, Park Ranger. Alright, so the first thing you'll notice is that we have a weird driver.
Yeah, it's me.
Yeah, I'm not driving.
This is my car.
Yeah, oh, that's close.
That wasn't close. He knows his car.
This is Justin driving because I can't drive stick. And yeah.
We're gonna go on a slightly different route than usual as well to highlight more of the vehicle's characteristics.
Alright, we can do that. And even though it is straight piped, you will see that it is pretty quiet. So that's good. And I forgot to mention that it was straight piped as well, but it is, and a lot of wheel spin and very manually things happen. Yeah, very manually boy. Yeah, so I mean, that's kind of cool. It's very fuel efficient.
Yes.
You'll notice it gets about 40 mpg. Another thing you'll notice from the ride, that it does handle really good for a front wheel drive car. It doesn't feel like a wagon at all. It feels more like a small compact sedan.
Feels like a Golf.
Like a Golf or a Corolla or something. And yeah, you'll also notice how nice the suspension actually feels for a car this size. It does have some comfortable suspension in front and back.
But in the back, there's no rear seat, so I'm forced to lay down.
Yeah, that's true. But you'll notice that it is a very comfortable ride.
It has multi-link rear suspension and McPherson struts in the front.
Yeah, it does. And you'll notice that it is very quiet. There's no interior drone, even if it is straight piped. And depending on your driver, the shifts can be really clean. I say our shifts are pretty clean. We're gonna do a thing. Not stall it, hopefully.
I know how to drive.
I know. I don't.
Not really a manual car.
Yeah, so you'll know. Ooh, that's a nice Porsche. Look back there, Porsche. And then you'll know. We'll go and oh, spinny boy.
No seatbelt gang.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of quick. I mean, nothing too impressive, like compared to my car or anything, obviously.
It's not incredibly fast, but it's quick.
It's kind of quick.
It's agile for a long car.
Yeah, even though it's not that long either. It's actually fairly short.
It appears long.
Yes, it appears very long.
It's actually, dimension-wise, only 1 inch longer than a Toyota Corolla.
Yes.
In 2004.
Yes. And if you look to your right, you'll notice...
That's the left.
You'll notice a Lauren's house on your left. Yeah, your left, not your right. What am I saying? Yeah, but
Didn't pass kindergarten gang.
Exactly. Yeah, so I mean, yeah, this is the Golf, the 2012 Volkswagen Jetta Sportwagen TDI manual, and sounds good straight piped. You can hear a lot of wastegate. Yeah, too bad there's no tunnels around here.
Yeah. But this vehicle has a single muffler delete out of the 3 that came stock on it, and it just has a turn down tip pre-axle dumped. So it's basically dumped right under that wait, hang on, this will be good. So it's basically dumped right under the passenger side or driver's side rear seat.
Yeah, so that's good.
Nothing too special, nothing too insane, it just sounds good.
Yeah, which is good. And yeah, it's pretty much all there is to this car. Not a very lengthy video, but there's not as much as my car, obviously. So yeah, that's it.